This on? Alright. Hello, my Straddle fans, and welcome to another live stream. And when I was looking at my last one, nothing didn't get that much views. So I wondered why. And, well, I wondered if I made something more enjoyable, which was the Godzilla Power Tier List. And yes, I know. Got people like to be very controversial when it comes to Godzilla. In fact, I am too. But I'm gonna make this a little fair. I just do an entire tier list. Now you're wondering how it's gonna go. Well, basically, F tier basically stands for like you're just below wall level. The E tier stands for like you can like I guess destroy a couple buildings. I guess. D tier, then you're destroying like some city blocks or stuff like that. C tier is when you got like, oh dang, you can get into like town to even city. B tier is like the what? Like the low mountain to even planetary. I don't know. Wait, no. I guess C tier would be continental. I guess to moon. B tier is like the low planetary, the large planetary, the like dwarf star. A tier is like the large star, the even solar system, and the S tiers are like the freaking galaxy to even universal and beyond. So I got a list of every Godzilla, including comics. Yes, including comics. Let me just like get some more images. Um, some like technical difficulties. Not technical difficulties, of course, but like still things I need to work out. Oh, y'all might be wondering what is the top image? Well, that's my chin. I promise you, that's my chin. Jeez, just getting some photos. Um, final. But yeah, how do I still don't know how to freaking look at chat though. Yes, I still don't know. Shut up. Shut up. Awakening. Yo, chat, or the two viewers who were watching. How do you like check chat? How do you like check it? Because on my last stream, right? I tried to like look at chat, but it just wasn't working. So like, how do you look at it? All right. Okay. Or okay. Or you're just gonna leave. Okay. You know that's also fine. It's got you. Oh, got the old one. it. Now, I'm not just gonna answer questions immediately. I'm just gonna wait till like something happens. I'm just finished because like I'm just going through every single form. And yes, I did not finish like cropping all the images, so that's the only reason why you're watching me just doing this. Supercharged. Burning. Shin? Where's minus? Where the heck is minus one? Did I even get that minus one image? Yeah, I think I think I didn't. I don't think I did. I don't think I did. That's embarrassing. That's very embarrassing. All right, I'll worry about minus one in a little bit, but this is the entire list so far. All right, let's begin. The first one up is 54. Let me get 54. Now, 54 has shown feats of him being able to boil water to a multi-continental degree, and showed some other impressive feats where he stayed to be able to destroy mountains and able to tank the oxygen destroyer for 2 minutes, which the oxygen destroyer produces multi-continental energy per second. So 54 should be in that multi-continental plus the even just moon level. So putting in C tier. Next one is 55. 55 is just stated to be stronger than 54. How do I? Okay, there we go. Yeah, it's just strong. Stated to be stronger than 54. Next one is Showa Godzilla, and immediately, right off the freaking bat, literally universal. He's able to is just being stated to be able to just upscale from Zone Fighter, who's able to fight 40 monsters on a universal plus scale. And that would also apply to 84. Now, 84 is kind of tricky, and he really isn't, because he stayed to be stronger than Prime Showa. He is very, but he doesn't show that much. I mean, he's able to absorb a nuke, which is able to destroy the planet to a dwarf star level yield. I mean, if we're using the fact that Godzilla's the strongest monster in the world I've ever seen, that would also include the Xilians and their planet busting stuff. So if you want to, yeah, I do have 84 above Showa, sadly. And that would also apply for Bio, because Bio Goji is just safer for him to be stronger. And that will also apply to every single Heisei Godzilla. So wait later, because it's stated every appearance Heisei Godzilla makes, he's just stronger. So you Burning Godzilla is just his strongest form. And you're wondering where Heisei Godzilla scales? I have him in the complex multiversal tier, if not higher, with infinite fifth dimensional to if not like just infinite sixth dimensional. Now we're moving on to some lower class Gojis, but not completely fodder. Freaking Zilla. Now Zilla is shown to be able to tank city block level missiles while weakened. So he should easily be in those city block to even town ranges. So right there, it's pretty good. Zilla Jr. is just stronger than Zilla. He's able to cause multi-continental amounts of energy by just having the effects of his beam clash. So yeah, I don't have him above 54 though, but I do have him like the lowest in the multi-continental tier. G2000 should easily get into those probably large planetary, those dwarf star level ranges. Just because he's just stated to be the strongest monster. So I'll put him in the B tier. The planetary, the dwarf star level kaijus. GMK is just stated to be 54. But I do have him above 54. And I mean, you could make the argument for him being above 55, which I stand by. Kiryu Goji stated to take place after versus Mothra. And he's basically scales to an early show Godzilla, who scales to Mothra, who scales to Ghidorah. Ghidorah being a planet wiper and being able to emit dwarf star to even large star level ranges. So Kiryu Goji's pretty strong, and that'll also apply for Tokyo SOS, as Tokyo SOS is a stronger, is just stronger than his 2002 counterpart. Heavenly Godzilla, or no, Final Wars Godzilla. He can get into some planetary ranges, but using the Gorath, he could get into some dwarf star level, some large planetary ranges. But using Heavenly, he can get into star level. He can't. Now we're moving on to Godzilla Awakening. Awakening, safer Venom. It's able to, it's just compared to the Hollow Earth using, because weaker versions of Godzilla are able to destroy Hollow Earth portals. In 2014 Goji, I will have above Awakening, just being more evolved and just stronger. Aftershock's pretty weird. It is pretty weird. I mean, I do have him like above Awakening, but 2014 in Aftershock is kind of tricky. But I think I have Aftershock above 2014. And that'll also apply for the rest of the Monsterverse. So, damn. So I guess Monarch base G19. Hold on, let me get some images first, because I want to. Okay, you know what? Fine, whatever. Let me just get some images first. Godzilla 2024 base form. All right, we're doing good. Let me just check chat first. I'm gonna find a way. Okay, let me just check chat. Cause holy.
War releases in less than 20 days' time on August 21st.
Okay. Right. Did I get live chat? Oh. Did someone just say hi? Oh, dang. Oh, what the hell? What just happened? I think I have live chat on. I think so. Let's hope. Cause like, come on. Whoa. Cross my fingers. Jeez. Oh. Hi. Hi, Tasha. I know you kind of left chat, but I'm still saying hi. Cause like, just saying hi. Okay. Alright, got the image. Now we can kind of continue with the tier list, cause yeah. I mean, we also have to worry about -1. I guess. Let me try to get -1. Godzilla -1. Hey, buddy. Godzilla P. Okay. Got it. Now let's go back. Got it. Alright, we can continue. So this is the list so far. So let's begin. Let's continue at least. Oh, I forgot the ad. God dang it. Oh my god. If I had them already downloaded. Okay, I did. Wait, what? Wait, I don't see. Wait, what? Oh my god. You know what? Let's just use 2019 Goji as well, just base 2024. Because, like, base 2019, 2024 are kind of comparable. Well, let's just do that, okay? Because saving me some time. Alright. So we have Nuke Damped being a little stronger than 2019. 2024, 2021 is weakened. Like, weakened. But he shouldn't be so weakened that, like, he's 2015 fodder. Because 2021 Godzilla, right? Sure, is weakened slightly below base. Plus, he was holding back. Now, supercharged Godzilla from GXK is kind of tricky, as he has narrative to be another supercharge, but I do gotta nuke them above him because he just grows in power. He has freaking power growth. The Minion Goji is the weakest Godzilla's ever mother freaking been. He's literally starving. He's hungry. He hasn't eaten in 2 years. And, like, he's just extremely weak. But he's still able to make some dwarf star level amounts of energy. So that's a plus. base evolved is 2 times supercharged, which should be comparable. I mean, he should be kind of comparable to Damped, but I have base 2024 above him. Now we get into Supercharged Evolved. Supercharged Evolved is a 10 times boost above base evolved. And Burning literally is confirmed to be stronger. Supercharged Evolved is even deeper into that large star. And Burning is just, well, solar system. Being able to disperse of Ghidorah's storm and Ghidorah himself, which calcs to solar system. But Supercharged Evolved shouldn't be too below him, as like I guess they're compared in like some ones. Meyer Goji from Godzilla, again, Godzilla versus Mechagodzilla, is pretty damn powerful. He's able to tank a black hole, which some calcs get into a solar system, and others can get into mother freaking multi-solar system. Yes, multi-solar. And it's even pretty much confirmed that Godzilla probably wasn't even at his best. So he's casually in those solar system tiers, if not just multi-solar system. So yeah, obviously above this tier. I mean, come on. Come on. Oh, wait, hold on. I forget Godzilla Earth. I'll get that to get in a minute. Godzilla Ultima. Some might say. Was able to create a mother freaking earthquake which shook all of Japan, which is a large country feat. But I have him below Zilla. I have him below Zilla. Now it has many narrative to be a god. Now you could use the stupid, oh, he's a god above all you, but granting, because he's like basically a god and like he only rules a 5th dimensional space. Well then, if you're using that, he would only be above 84. Not, but I mean, you could make the argument that he's above, well, Bioguji. Could make that argument. Could. But he's not above the rest. Shin Godzilla. Shin Godzilla is pretty iffy. As if you want to use the stupid, his beam can get into those city block to even city ranges. But you could say that he doesn't scale to that. Higher ends for Shin gets him into mountain level. And if not, just island with his explosion. Godzilla -1. Sure. Would be, again, in those multi-city block to city level ranges with his atomic breath and his physicals. But, again, you can also calculate atomic breath with the 6-mile radius statement. And the range could even mountain level too. Which doesn't seem that far off. Now we're gonna go into these big dogs. The big dogs. But first, let me get into Godzilla Earth first, because, well, Earth and some other pitiful. I'm sorry. Some other Godzillas. Godzilla Phileas. Let me just get this image first. And then I can just talk about him during this. Godzilla Phileas is, well, kind of stated, being those being those dwarf star level ranges, by being comparable to his beam. And yeah, Phileas is pretty strong. I mean, he can get into those dwarf star ranges, not even above. But not in this tier yet. He's not in this tier. I mean, you could get into star, but that's kind of more of a wink than anything here. That's more of a wink. But now we're getting into Godzilla Earth. Let me just get the image. But I'm still gonna talk about it. Godzilla Earth is stated verbatim to be 500 times stronger than Godzilla Phileas. And in his base is able to destroy Ghidorah's freaking black holes, which are just black holes, which can get into the multi-solar system tier. And his, I guess, bumped up state, his heated up state, he's even stronger. But you could also make the argument for Godzilla Earth to be even Godzilla Earth to be even stronger than Scarlet. So Godzilla Earth is Space Godzilla Earth and Scarlet. You couldn't make the argument for Godzilla Earth to be Godzilla Earth to be stronger than Scarlet, as he's able to contend with a weakened Ghidorah, which is actually pretty dang impressive. So yeah, Godzilla Earth tops this tier. But now we move on to the even more big dogs. Rulers of Earth Godzilla could get into those solar system ranges. People have argued for High Galaxy, but again, those are winks. I have more of the solar system tier. Now, Marvel Godzilla. Marvel God freaking Zilla. Using his low ends. I guess he's just regular Showa level. But if you're using the Marvel cosmology, and total stating that he's the strongest they ever made, he's here. But Bio Goji, right, also is stated that they're Toto's strongest creation. So Bio Goji is above, him above Godzilla, Marvel Godzilla, even scaling to Marvel cosmology. And I think it would probably be below Bio if I think about it more. Topping this tier off in any way is Godzilla and Hell. Godzilla and Hell easily at the lowest ends can get into the complex multiversal tier if you believe that God Mountain doesn't scale or then create every IDW cosmology, which includes Marvel, DC, Spider-Man, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, etc., etc. But if you're using the higher ends, he can get into High Outer, if not just Boundless. And the other person on this tier, which might be surprising, is actually the most surprising thing. Oh god. Oh no. It's Fortnite Godzilla. I know. I know, bro. Let me just get its good image. I know, bro. Fortnite Godzilla, the video game. The guy who dies the bullets. But hear me out. Just hear me out. This guy stated that he is the strongest monster the island has ever faced. And that would include the monster, which can tank 0 points energy. Which the 0 point can literally is stated to just create everything. Like every single thing. Every cosmology. Dragon Ball, freaking Godzilla, everything. And Godzilla is stronger than that. I mean, you could make the argument. You could actually. Wait, you actually could. This might seem like rage bait, but it really isn't. But you can also make the argument for Godzilla. So these two are kind of interchangeable. But yeah, pretty much this is the list. This is the strongest Godzilla list. So yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed. I know it is very shorter than the other stream. I know. But that's because, unlike Jurassic Park, I can actually work with other variations of Godzilla. So yeah, I hope y'all enjoy and like, subscribe, and also enjoy my live stream. So yeah, goodbye, my fellow citizens of New York. I'm not even in New York. I'm not even in. Like I said, I'm not even in New York, bro.